Hello, my gorgeous beings of light. Welcome back to another reading. Welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, I am Daughter of the Divine. Nice to meet you. For those that do know me and are returning to my channel, thank you for coming back, supporting me, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. For those who may not know, I just started a membership and a Patreon, so I guess it depends which one you want to, join. If you want to join my membership here on YouTube in the membership tab, or you want to join my Patreon, I will try to link all of those in the description box from now on, so you can find it if your heart desires. But today's reading is going to be about there is a reading up already. It's an 18 plus reading on what makes them weak in the knees or tongue tied when it comes to you. What do you do to them that makes them that way? Okay. So check it out if you feel called to do so. But today's reading is going to be about how are you showing up in the collective right now? How are people viewing you? What's your vibe right now, essentially? We're going to get into that and see what comes through for you guys. So we have group one with the red marker and the two cards. We have group two with the yellow marker and the card. Did I say crayon? Cha. And then we have group three with the green marker and this card here, okay? So you're going to choose the marker that's calling out to you the most, the card that is calling out to you the most. If you feel like there's more than one group calling out to you, then please feel free to choose more than one group, because there could be, first of all, one of these could be how someone in particular is viewing you, and then the other one could be how the collective is viewing you. We'll see what comes through in the readings. I haven't done them yet, but it's going to be a juicy one today, guys. So we're going to get into it. Thank you for being here once again, and I will definitely be seeing you guys at your groups. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the red marker or the first two cards in group one, then you are in the right place. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be getting into how are you showing up in the collective right now? How are people viewing you, your vibe, essentially, all that good stuff. But before we get into that, I recently launched a Patreon. There's nothing on there right now, but I also have a membership. I started a YouTube membership plan, I guess. If anyone is interested in that, I'm just, PSA announcement. Honestly, there's a reading currently up on the membership tab that I tried to upload on Patreon, but it didn't work. So if anybody's interested in 18 plus about what makes them weak in the knees, why they tongue tie whenever it comes to you, what do you do that makes them that way, then definitely check it out if you feel called to do so. But we're gonna get right into your reading. Here we have red. So how you're showing up right now is someone who's very grounded. I'm hearing you're on the road to success. I'm hearing road to redemption as well. So there could be something that happened in your life that you're trying to redeem yourself for, or you're trying to become a new version of yourself, essentially, is what I'm definitely getting. You're definitely hustling is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing foot to the ground or pedal to the metal. You know those sayings where it's just like you're grinding right now. You're probably always busy. You're doing work. What is it called? You have responsibility. That's definitely the vibe that's coming through for you guys with the red, with the root chakra. You're also someone who's like very much in your what would we call it? Like your bag right now. You're definitely working mostly on money, career, making a name for yourself kind of vibe. Now, I hope you can hear me properly, because usually the speaker would be on my shirt, but I can't ever get it to stay properly. Okay, so it's right on top of the phone right now, and I hope it's picking up what I'm saying. So yeah, we're gonna get into the two cards, and you know what I'm gonna do? Take off this AC because it's distracting me. Like, it's just mad loud for no reason. Like, that's why before, like when I first started the channel, I didn't have like a speaker or whatever you want to call it, a microphone. Like, it would be so loud in the background, especially during the summer months. Like, please, we haven't even reached summer and it's already like mad hot. Anyway, we're gonna get into the two cards you guys got. We have watch your words and we have patience. So yeah, you're definitely someone who's on the road. I'm hearing, yeah, to redemption, honestly. Baba Yaga, we have patient. You're being patient. I love how she is holding. Yeah, I see that she's holding a red pebble in her hand. I did not coordinate that. I didn't see the cards. I just, shuffle them, put them out. But I love how red keeps showing up. So definitely working on your stability, whether it's financial, whether it's mental, emotional, physical kind of vibe. You could be working out as well. That whole pedal to the metal, foot to the ground stone. I can't get the proper pronunciation of that phrase, but you know what I mean, like I said. And then here we have watch your words. You could definitely be someone who's watching their words right now, or people are watching what they have to say about you. Because this guy is giving me very much Viking, and I think that is what he is. I don't have the book out to read it, but he's definitely giving me Viking. So it's like, don't mess with me. I didn't come to play kind of vibe. So people could be watching what they're saying around you, kind of thing. Or you could be someone who's trying to be less irritable then you could definitely be, okay? I heard a scratchy crab. So you could be someone who's being very crabby lately. And people are definitely, watching what they say around you, or you're trying to watch what you say around other people. That's definitely the vibe coming through. You are definitely being patient. I feel like it's not easy for you to be patient, but it's definitely something you are working on. Okay, you're being proactive about, which we love. Okay, so what else am I getting here? You're very protective of your energy, is definitely what I'm getting as well. You have boundaries up. So maybe you're keeping a lot of people out of your life right now, or you're not as accessible as you used to be. Because this wolf here is giving me protected, okay? Or it's like you're protecting your energy, or someone's protecting your energy for you. So right now you're highly protected because I'm hearing you're doing something of importance for the collective or for spirit kind of vibes. So you could have an important job right now, and they're like, hey, we need to have a protector on her, him at all times, because there's people here that could be saying things about you that's trying to get into your energy, evil eye, evil words, kind of, I'm hearing hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil kind of vibe. So you're definitely in that vibe. You're not speaking any evil, you're not trying to see any, and you're not trying to hear anything, okay? So you're just very much secluded to yourself. I also hear that maybe you are someone who's very influenced about what people think or have to say about you. So you're definitely removing yourself from the collective vibes. You're coming off as someone who's very secluded in solitude right now, kind of vibe. You're not allowing or welcoming any new people into your life, your energy right now. So it's kind of like everybody stay away while I get my life together. And maybe when things are more stable for me, then I can, associate with people. It's what I just heard specifically. Not associate with people. You're planting seeds. It definitely looks like she's planting something in her from her basket. So I'm hearing you're very fertile right now, which is probably why you could be protecting your energy. Because only when you have more money, you have more success. That's when the what do you want to call it? The moochers come out. People from your past that they see you have money now. They want to start coming and being buddy buddy with you. That was a horrible shuffle. So I'm gonna try again. Much better. What is their current energy in the collective right now, please, spirit? Here we have man. We have woman holding a heart. There could be somebody in your energy, feminine energy, that is holding feelings for you or holding space for you in their heart, okay? Is what I'm hearing. They could have feelings. Oh, and it came out. That is freaking crazy. Okay, so yes, there's somebody in your energy field. It could be someone. It doesn't have to be gender. This is a gender neutral kind of reading. It could be a woman or a man or they, them who's holding feelings for you in their heart. But somebody has very deep feelings for you. This is someone to take care of you, okay? Nurture you, fill you up with encouragement is definitely the vibe that I'm getting because that's what mothers do. Okay, the way if this was a man holding a heart, it would be a completely different message. But it's like women want to take care of you, make sure you're okay, check in on you kind of vibe, give you this, mothering, loving words of affirmation kind of vibe, to pick you up. So you're coming through, you could be coming through with someone who's trying to heal their heart space or open it up at least. How is my group one showing up in the collective right now? But yeah, this is definitely giving me somebody's holding space for you in their heart. But it could also be you trying to open your heart chakra as well. That could be what you're healing. You could be in a new relationship and you're keeping that relationship away from everyone. And now it's hot again. It's ghetto. You could be someone who's coming off as hot and cold. Not that I was cold before, but that's just what definitely what came through. Katy Perry's song, "You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you know. You're in, then you're out. You're up, then you're down. You're wrong when it's right. You're black and it's white. We fight, we break up. We kiss, we make up." So this woman holding a heart could literally be someone who you're on a break from right now. You're not talking to. Could be a man who you're on a break from right now. You're not talking to, but they still have feelings for you. So what else? How else are they showing up in the collective? That one fell out. Attachment. Yeah, somebody's attached to you. Or you're releasing attachments as well. So while someone is holding on to maybe who you used to be, you're trying to become somebody new, okay? So there could be someone out there who's holding on to a past version of you. And it could be a woman or a man who has feelings for you, someone who you used to be in a relationship with, because the only version they know of you is the past version, especially if you're being extra protective of your energy right now and keeping everyone out. How are you showing up in the collective right now, please, Spirit? How are they showing up in the collective right now, my group ones? You're trying to release attachments, and I just heard attachment style. So you could be someone who is trying to heal either an anxious avoidant or anxious avoidant attachment style, and trying to become more secure, which is definitely that root chakra energy coming through again. So you could be definitely someone who had, maybe I'm hearing more so anxious, so you ran away from things before you can get left. You left before people could do the leaving kind of vibe. You were like, yeah, someone who's very protective, or someone who is very what would we call it? With the whole watch your words, you could be someone who like avoided conflict by not saying anything, or you're definitely someone who chased after conflict by always chasing after someone and saying maybe mean things kind of vibe is what I'm kind of getting with the attachment. You're healing attachment styles, old, outdated attachment styles is definitely what I'm hearing. Like I said, anxious avoidant. You're trying to become more secure in how you attach to people, because there could be someone you have feelings for. This woman holding a heart could be someone you have feelings for, or a man you have feelings for, and you're trying to become the best version of yourself to go back to them, which is why you're watching your words, but maybe not saying anything at all. You're having patience in who you're becoming. You're trusting the process. Here you have appreciation. Yeah, I didn't even see this card, but definitely, I feel like there is someone who you have feelings for, who has feelings for you back, who you're trying to become a better person for. You could, like I said, be someone who used to avoid them, or you held on to them a little too tightly and smother them, and somebody ran away, honestly, but you're holding appreciation for someone. Now this is not a past person. If this is not a past person, this is somebody who is appreciating you and who you are right now. That is the energy you're giving off. Someone who people are appreciating for what you're doing. They see the growth in you. And there could be a lot of people in your energy who are holding feelings for you. Not even just one person. I'm here. It could be more than one person. Here we have rest and rejuvenation that is going into, or tying into, playing into what I was getting with the root chakra energy, which is you are now someone who is resting your energy. You're removing yourself from the collective energy. You're someone who has become more secluded. You're very much in your hermit phase right now, just learning, growing. You could also be in a hangman phase, which I always the difference between those two for me is the hangman is spirit forced, essentially, like where you're not learning your lesson. They have to give you a tower moment for you to learn your lesson. Or the hermit mode, which is you are actively trying to learn on your own. It's nothing, spirit didn't have to force you to do anything. You were willing. You were a willing participant. Okay. So you're either in a hangman phase or you're in a hermit phase. Choose. You would know better than me. But yeah, definitely. And look at how I didn't even realize how she's what is it called? Chained to this pole. So there is like maybe outdated beliefs or things that you were thinking were working for you in the past that you're trying to remove from your energy. And it's taking patience, because what is it called? Healing doesn't happen overnight. Self discovery doesn't happen overnight. It is a long journey. It's a process, and you're definitely in that process right now. So, but yeah, there's definitely people who are appreciating you for what you're doing right now, either how you are, how you're working, how you look. With the woman holding a heart, I'm hearing there's people who are swooning over you, essentially. But yeah, you're definitely maybe practicing breathing exercises as well, meditating more. Yes, patience. You're learning wise. Baba Yaga also gives me crone energy. So you could be maturing, growing up, okay? Becoming the teacher now. You're moving on from the maiden, the mother. Now you're becoming more cronely. So you could be getting older, wiser, maturing essentially. That is the vibe you're giving off right now. You're coming through as someone who has maybe unlimited patience, more than you had before, okay? Like I said, you could have been someone who, like, was very brash, aggressive, kind of had outbursts kind of vibe, and now you're coming through as someone who is more patient. You think before you act is definitely the vibe that I'm getting. Any other card I want to pull from? Yes, let me get more oracle cards. Responsible is what I'm hearing. So a lot of responsibilities, but also like very much healing your heart space and how you operate in relationships is a big vibe coming through. You're kind of taking a break from the dating scene, from relationships. You're resting, rejuvenating, pouring into yourself, going on like a self love, self help, elevating journey, spiritual awakenings, also vibes that are coming through here, since you have to go through one of those, I feel like, in my opinion, to become the crone. So yeah, kicking ass, taking names. I mean, what's it called? Same old, what I heard. or nothing new is what I heard. So this is something you do. I does this is what I just heard. Okay, relax. Thank you. Something flipped over in the deck. We have disruption. Yeah, that's giving tower moment. So I do feel like maybe you guys are the hangman moment where something had to come in and disrupt your life or kind of destabilize you in order for you to seek stability, you know? So you could have lost this woman holding a heart. You could have left this woman holding a heart. There could have been a breakup here because it's definitely giving me something about emotions. Emotions is a big thing for you in particular. So we have disruption. There was definitely something that came in, disrupted your life, something or someone you were not expecting. We have the horse. We have accepting help from others, delegating authority. That's definitely what you're doing as well. I'm also, anytime I see the horse, I think of someone who doesn't want to be tied down, freedom, that kind of vibe. I'm hearing wild horse, so you're not just the horse, you're a wild horse. So you could be someone who may not have wanted to be tied down by relationships, but there's someone, a woman, who you have appreciation for, a man you have appreciation for that is kind of fronting or backing or influencing this whole self love journey. I'm hearing some horses by, what is it called? Old Dominion. It's a country song. In case anybody's interested to go listen to it. And I'm also hearing wild horses run faster. So yeah, running from something. That's that, like I said, that attachment style coming through, where you're always running instead of staying avoidant. Definitely, that could be something you're healing right now. But with the horse, definitely freedom. It's something you want, and it can be freedom from these things that were holding you back, freedom from this mask that you were putting on from the world. So people are definitely seeing you in a new light. They're seeing the change in you, and you could be, like I said, accepting help from another. This Baba Yaga was giving me someone. You could be accepting help from a crone, someone who has more wisdom than you, someone who is more, I guess I would say, spiritually evolved than you. They've been through this already, and they're kind of helping guide you through it. Is what I'm hearing as well. We have the dog, loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love coming under the woman holding a heart. Yeah, so I love how under Baba Yaga we have accepting help from others, delegating authority. So you're definitely someone who could be trying to have less responsibilities. You're so, yeah, and that was coming through. Responsibilities. It's like you're trying to have less responsibilities. You know, you want to live a life of freedom. You want to be free. Oh my gosh, yes. You could have been feeling stuck, feeling trapped, and you're definitely on the road to finding or having more time for yourself, being more free, more happy. That's definitely what I'm getting for you guys. What else am I getting? And that could be by accepting help from others. By accepting help, you have more free time. You have more time to maybe follow after your heart. You know what I mean? To not always run, because maybe the reason why you were running because you didn't have time for that person. No matter how much you may have wanted to be with them, you didn't have time for them. So now it's like, okay, now I have to, but you still have unconditional love and loyalty for them. So even in this maybe separation, you're still thinking of them, trying to become a better person for them. This is so sweet. But yeah, this card clarifying the Baba Yaga, you're getting help or delegating authority, being that crone energy that knows she doesn't have to do everything, that there are people who are always willing to help her. And that's where this trusty steed, funny, comes into play. Now, with this woman holding a heart being clarified by loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love, there is someone who, a woman, a man who's in your heart that you're still holding space for, holding feelings for, okay? Let me see if I can. And then bring this up a little more because there's still space. I want you to be able to see everything. Okay. Now, the next card we have is protection. That's definitely what I was getting with the wolf. You're being very protected right now. You're very much protecting your energy. Um, that's how you're coming off to the collective. It's someone who is removing themselves from maybe drama, from confusion, or you could remove yourself from this relationship, like I said. And then we have risk. There is no reward without risk. So you're taking risks now. It could be in business, it could be in love. Definitely, it's something that's coming through. And I feel like it's definitely love. Since it's the first card that came out, honestly, it was also at the bottom of the deck. So it's something that you could be trying to keep off your mind, but it keeps coming back to you. This love situation, this person you have appreciation for, the person who has appreciation for you, someone who you have an attachment to. That's what this unconditional love is coming through. You have an attachment and appreciation for this person. But right now, you need to be in a state of rest and rejuvenation, detachment. Okay? You are taking a risk by doing this because you know, like when they say, if you love someone, let them go. And if you guys find your way back to each other, it was meant to be. You don't know if this person's going to be there waiting for you when you come back. So it's kind of grating on you a little bit, you know? It's like you're playing with fire, essentially. But you're taking risks as well. You're coming through as someone who's taking risks. I don't want to make it particularly a love reading. You're coming through as someone who's loyal, who's sincere, who has unconditional love to give. You maybe have a healthier attachment style than you did before in the past. You're someone who's resting now instead of working yourself tirelessly. You know, you're watching your words, not as brass or abrasive as you used to be. You're someone who's showing appreciation for life and love right now, essentially. You know, even if it is something you're keeping to yourself and not outwardly showing the world, you are coming through as someone who is protecting themselves and who is protected as well. You're coming through as someone who is learning to accept help from others and delegate authority so they're not, you know, taking the brunt of all the work or the stress kind of vibe. Because responsibilities was coming through strongly for you guys. So yeah, you're taking risks. I'm hearing people are proud of you. So we're going, why would you do that? Like, it don't make no kind of sense. Anyway, how are my group ones showing up in the collective? Like, I don't know. I feel like people are feeling like you're coming. You look more fresh. You look more dewy eyed. You look rested. So like you could be getting more rest for yourself because that keeps coming through. Like you look fresh. You look dewy eyed. Your skin is glowing. Your eyes are sparkling. People can see the healing on you and it looks good on you. Which is why they're showing appreciation because you're just looking better these days. You know, you're looking more happy. I'm less burdened. Okay, more grounded. Yeah. Wiser, older, you learn from these lessons that you were given. Good for you. House group 3 is coming through. Like, yeah, I just feel like when people see you these days, you look different. And it's in a good way. Like, you're more confident, grounded. Like I said, you know where you're going. So, in control. Why are you doing all that? Like, these cards are pissing me off. Let them just fall all over the place. And see, instead of me going off, because I can go off sometimes and cuss the cards to Rod, see, I didn't do that. So you are someone who's becoming more in control of your reactions, okay? Here we have Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, working hard. King of Pentacles, working hard, definitely working on your money. Maybe starting a business. Like I said, trying to have this more time for yourself. Like, I'm gonna work hard now, so later on I won't have to. Is definitely the vibe that I'm getting. If you are someone who has your own business, you're learning to delegate authority to other people. Maybe you are someone who, you know, the baby steps, the first sprouting of a business. You definitely are someone who has to do everything because that's still your baby. You don't know how to release control of that thing or wanting to have a say in every little thing. But the more it becomes established, the more you can probably afford to delegate authority. That's what you're doing now. So you're in the stages of you mastered things. You know, you did what you needed to do, and now you're learning how to be the CEO who has people working for him instead of always doing all the work. You know, being able to rest, sit back, enjoy your money, enjoy your wealth for once, you know, have that freedom, maybe travel kind of vibe. You could be as someone who's like chomping at the bit is what I'm hearing. We have Eight of Wands, wow, and that is definitely going to be a travel kind of energy. You're chomping at the bit to be free again, you know, to go back outside and experience life. You could be someone who is very social and you like to be a social person, but right now, you know, Spirit was telling you it's time for you to be on your own. But when all these cards, they're literally by themselves. And there are cards in the deck where there are more than one person. It's giving me like solitude, you know, hermit mode, like I was saying before. We have Page of Swords. I'm hearing someone who's learning how to communicate better, what they want or what they need to happen with that delegating authority. So it's like giving big boss energy if you don't fix yourself. And then here we have Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is definitely giving me a vibe of letting down your guard, because I feel like it did want to come out in reverse, but I like all the cards to look proper. Okay, you're definitely someone who's learning to let down your guard and not be so combative. Yeah, that is what I was saying with this energy. This guy right here is giving me Viking. I will, bleep your ish up. Keep playing with me. Someone who's always willing to fight and kind of stuff. And you're learning to not be that. You're learning to not be that right now, which I love for you. Because it's hard, I know. It's giving like big Aries energy, Emperor energy. You just want everything to be done the way you want it to be done. But you have to learn how to let people make mistakes, learn how to grow, kind of vibe, the same way you had to. Yeah, you're learning to let your guard down. Or to be more competitive, or to be more combative, or to be more protective of your energy. The Seven of Wands is that as well. You're protecting yourself, you're fighting back against people who have maybe a grudge against you, doesn't have your best interest at heart kind of thing. I want to get one more card for how you're showing up right now. Not to be trifled with. Like, I'm going to fight back. I'm not a pushover. I'm going to speak up for myself and will. Okay. Here we have Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady wins the race. You're slowing it down. You're not being so fast anymore. You could have been fast. You know what they say with fast. Like, you always here and there, and you always with this person and that person kind of vibe. People could have considered you fast in the past. Now it's like, this person's more slow, more even kill, more chill. They're not in a rush all the time. They're not constantly overworking themselves. And then we have Page of Cups. Move this over. Learning how to be more emotionally open. Like, it's, yes, and see, that's what I was saying. It's not just about money. It's about emotions as well. Hearts, love. So you're definitely someone who's learning to be that person. You have the capacity for unconditional love, but it's hard for you to show it. You're definitely trying to show it, and needed to start with you healing yourself. How sweet. Taking off this mask, being your true self, and I love how five is Hierophant energy, and that is what's coming through. There are people who are looking at you, don't want to eat you up as well, because we have 15 devil energy with appreciation. It's like people are seeing this growth. Like I said, you're coming off as someone who's looking good these days, and people want a piece of that. But I do feel like there's someone who holds your heart right now. 19th energy is finding your sun, so resting and rejuvenation, finding what brings you life and lights you up, honestly. But yeah, this is the tea. I love this energy, honestly. You're being more you, and it's attracting people to you. People are showing their appreciation. They're like, oh my gosh, that person's doing big things. Like, I wonder what they're going to do next, kind of vibe. But then you're also coming off as someone who is slowly but surely dipping their toe. Maybe back in the dating pool, you're coming through as someone who's more intuitive. You're more trusting of yourself and what you can offer, intuitively and emotionally. You were always someone who was good at finances, I feel like. Right now, you're someone who's worried about or focused on that emotional healing. Okay. Find that equilibrium, because it looks like she's holding I know she's not, but it looks like a, if you can see it properly, it looks like she's holding a hourglass. So maybe you're counting down the days until you can maybe give an offer of love to someone as well. Who knows? But that's all I have for you guys. That's how you're showing up. Someone who's taking care of business, honestly. Not letting the world get you down. You're finally fighting back instead of letting life happen to you. Taking things slow, but slow and steady does win the race, as we heard throughout our childhood. Okay, so I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the Divine Family. Love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And remember, I have a Patreon and a membership tab on my channel. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group twos. Welcome to your reading. Hope you're having a wonderful day. If you chose this yellow marker, then you're in the right place. It's immediately, if you're someone who knows chakras, it's giving solar plexus. So you're definitely someone who's like hard to pin down. You're very confident. You're very sociable lately. Because this marker, out of all of them, when I was placing them down, this is the more loosey goosey one. It's flying here, flying there. It's also the most used one, as I could see from like the path that I pulled them from. It didn't want to stay still. So you could be someone who's like a lot of energy. You're going here, there, everywhere. You're traveling. You're feeling more youthful, more vibrant kind of vibe. It's definitely giving me you found the thing that works for you, and you're just going full steam ahead at that thing. yeah, you're more definitely someone who's more confident and more sure of themselves. And you look like, or you're living your life like someone, I'm hearing living your life like it's golden, okay, period. But you're living your life like someone who is living life for themselves. They are doing what they love, eating what they love, spending time with people who fill them up with joy and light kind of vibe. You're definitely looking like someone who is just magnetic and charming, very attractive. Sun energy, where it's like everything revolves around you kind of vibe. So this reading is going to be about how are you showing up in the collective right now. I forgot to get into that. I just need to get that message out about this being the loosey goosey marker that didn't want to stay still kind of vibe. But how are people viewing you? What's your vibe right now? We're going to get into that. Now, before we get into that any further, I officially have a Patreon if anybody's interested. I also have a membership tab on my channel that you can find on my channel. But I'm also trying to what is it called? Link them in the description box below, so they should definitely be there in this video. I'm going to be more cognizant of that lately, so if you're someone who's interested, I definitely already have a reading up there. It's an 18 plus reading about why do you make them. Okay, I'm back, and I forgot where I left off, but something about you're living a life of someone who seems fulfilled, is honestly, who's, like I said, has their dream job, their dream life, their dream car, their dream something. So something happened for you that lit you up and boosted your confidence, and it's definitely showing. Okay, so the card that we got for you guys is you are a healer. Wow. Okay, so that's how you're coming off to the collective, as a healer. And you could be someone who finally got their knack for their healing, what do you call it, niche, because everyone has a different one. For some people it's tarot, some people it's astrology, some people it's root work, some people it's Reiki healing, some people it's coaching, some people it's doing rituals kind of vibe. You definitely found your knack, and you're sticking with it, and you're feeling confident about it finally. So it's giving someone who was going on a spiritual awakening journey, who was learning the tarot, who was learning astrology, but they weren't confident in their abilities. Now you're definitely someone who's confident in their abilities. You're fiery, you stand out. It's like your magic glows from within you kind of vibe. You know that aura? You could be given like a very yellowy aura these days, is what I'm hearing. Like a very orangey, passion-filled aura, because you're following your dreams, and you're given the vibe of someone who's happy in their skin, who's happy in their job, happy in their life, honestly, fulfilled, honestly. And I'm gonna stop saying honestly, I promise. Maybe. So, we're gonna get more cards from this deck. And as I cut the deck, we have the High Priest of Atlantis, chakra healing. And then we have Athena, wise decision. So you're definitely someone who's being wise. And it seems like I said, you're perfectly in balance. All your chakras are aligned. And you're just living life. I just heard rainbow fire, and that is something that I saw on TikTok. It's like Avatar, The Last Airbender lore, where people are saying that Zuko should have had rainbow fire because he learned firebending from the dragons when he lost it in the show. And again, that last Agni Kai, people are upset that he wasn't rainbow firebending, and that's like when all your chakras are, of course, aligned and in union. I'm hearing, and there was like a edit of him using rainbow fire. Something about rainbow fire, yeah. You're coming through with someone's like very happy, honestly. We have visionary, okay. Imhotep, I see you. And then here we have Rhiannon, which is inner strength. So yeah, your inner strength is showing. I feel like you're someone who made it through the fire. You could have been someone who was constantly doubting yourself, honestly. I said I'm gonna stop saying honestly. You're someone who was doubting yourself. And now you find your inner strength to believe in yourself, and that is definitely showing. You're glowing, I'm hearing. Almost as if you're pregnant with opportunities is what I'm hearing as well. So you're pregnant with opportunities, and there's like the whole correlation between pregnancy and the Empress is being her creation. Whether you're birthing a baby or a creation, you're definitely someone who's birthing a lot of different things, or people are excited to see what comes next in your journey. That's the vibe that's coming through for you guys. They know you're pregnant with opportunity and creation and creativity, and they're excited to see what comes next from you, honestly. And here we go with honesty again. So maybe you're someone who's being very honest. I promise I wasn't saying honesty this much in group 1. So you're someone who's being very honest with yourself and others, okay? Yeah, honest with yourself about your capabilities. You're not someone who's doubting what you can bring to the collective anymore. And I love that for you. You're not doubting your magic. Yeah, but with inner strength, definitely someone who's coming off as strong, in control, in charge. Your eyes are glowing. So definitely giving like a pregnant woman on. That is what I was going to say as well. And it's funny how it freaking came through and I didn't peep that. When people are pregnant, people love to say, oh my gosh, you're glowing. You know, your eyes are shining, your body's glowing, your skin is looking healthy. And I was going to say that when I said you're glowing before. And I said, now you're pregnant with opportunities. Yeah, there's something about you that's just like ripe and plump. And, you know, I'm hearing ripe for the taking or the picking. So a lot of people could be want to pluck you from a tree and invite you to you child as well. So we're going to see what else comes out for you guys. The energy you're currently showing up as in the collective. Someone who's on a journey. You're definitely using all of the elements as well, but the one that I was mostly attracted to was fire. So, and it makes sense because you're coming through as very much solar plexus, sun energy. And look at how behind him we have the sun. So yeah, I was being more attracted to her fire with the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra, but she also has water here and earth there. And I'm sure air is somewhere in there. So you're embodying all the elements, but the one that is coming through the most is your chutzpah, your drive, you know, your spirit is glowing. So how are you coming through in the collective right now? How is my group 2 showing up in the collective right now? Okay. I don't think I want to take all these, but go off. Yeah, a lot of different things is coming through for you guys. Like people know that you have things in the works and they're excited. We have door to value, so you're making money. You're coming through as someone who's very valuable right now, who has their things together. Anxiety, you could be someone who kind of not heal that, but you quelled your anxiety. It's not as prominent as it was before, always worrying about certain things. You decide to let a lot of things go. We have community, so you could be someone who's building a community. You have a community backing you, which kind of boosted your confidence, because when you have people there telling you, oh my gosh, you're doing so well, you're doing amazing, sweetie, your confidence kind of skyrockets. And having good people around you help you build your confidence as well. So you guys have good people around you, like a good community. Move up. And that's what they love about me, and the reason you're around me. Something about that is coming through. That song Wild Horses by Old Dominion is coming through. So something about people loving you right now. Like you're very much in your show stopper, in front of the world kind of energy. Everybody's seeing you as like, what is it called? A hot commodity, essentially. And some horses can never be tamed. So something about you not being able to be tamed right now. Can't be tamed by Miley Cyrus is also coming through. So you're definitely someone who is not as anxious as they used to be. Okay. And you know what's hilarious? In group 1, that song came through as well. Wild Horses by Old Dominion. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're trying to find their freedom. You have already found your freedom, which is why the song came through for you. So maybe they have to listen to the song that didn't come through for them because they needed to find that chutzpah to free themselves, you know. But you are free already, and that's what everybody loves about you. You're someone who can't be tamed right now because you finally learned your true power. You stepped into that power as a healer and decided, hey, nothing and no one's going to hold me back. And that kind of, you found your tribe because you found your vibe. Boom, mic drop. But also as well, in group 1, we did have attachment. And I felt the person in group 1 was trying to get rid of negative attachment styles. So anything besides secure attachment, okay? And maybe you are someone who's anxiously attached to a lot of things, which is why you're freeing yourself from that. You freed yourself from that. Wow. Good job. I commend thee, because that is hard, okay? It's not easy. And that comes from anxious attachment is always from people who are always disappointed, left behind, abandoned. They never felt like safe. So whenever they get anything that makes them safe, they cling to things. They don't think they're ever going to get anything again. So it's like a kid who only got fed one meal a day. So whenever they ate that one meal a day, or whenever they got that one meal a day, they were holding on to it because they never knew when they were going to eat again. And that's the kind of vibe you're coming out of. And because you're coming out of that, you can finally attract people to you. You can finally attract money to you as well. So I love how group one got like anxious avoidant attachment. You got anxious attachment, but you have overcome it, which is why you guys have that song in common. And people love that you've overcome a lot of things in your life. They're seeing you as someone who's very powerful as well. We love that. And that's what they love about me. You should have known better. Or maybe you're attached to group one in a way, because they did have an energy of loving someone but not being able to be with them right now, or someone loving them but they're not able to be together. Maybe you are that person that they love coming through in this group, because there's some similarities. But right now, you're definitely coming through as someone who's valuable, who's now opening that door to value, who's realizing your worth as well. Like I said, you could have been someone who's on their healing journey, and now that you're finally more confident in your healing abilities and able to provide that knowledge to people, you could be charging for it now, and people are flocking to you. You're finding your community. Yeah, we love that. Here we have the B, luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. Sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. It's fun fact about my reading. Thank you. We have the queen and we have the bee. So queen bee, bro. Which I'm not gonna do is play with my veins right now. We have queen bee. So you're in your Beyonce era where she's just dominating everything she touches. She just got her new hair care line out. She had back-to-back albums. Her song Texas Hold'em just went viral. I don't know if it went #1. I stopped keeping up with music a minute ago. I have other things to worry about right now, but it could have gone #1. I just know it's everywhere on social media. That's all I know. But it's definitely you're in your queen bee era where everything you touch turns to gold. And it's definitely giving me how Beyonce used to be someone who was more so scared of showing her true power, showing her sassiness, showing her confidence in herself. Because in this society, people love to applaud you and say, oh my gosh, applaud you as well. Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. You're one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. But then as soon as you step into that energy and start craving it or claiming it, oh, she's stuck up and she don't do nothing for nobody and blah, 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 blah. And it's like she was always like, treading carefully, until she came out with that Lemonade album, and now she's just like, I don't care what nobody got to say, I'm doing me. And it took her, how old is she? Like, I think she about to be 40 or something, or in her 40s already. Like, she doesn't care anymore. Like, she's too grown for all that. She's finally embodied the queen bee energy of, oh, people was telling her about her new hair care line. Oh, you don't have no hair. How can you be somebody who has a hair care line and you don't show your hair? Da, 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 da. She come with the video showing her hair. Oh, that's not her hair. Oh, she only have long hair because she mixed with this and that. And she's like, you can never make people happy. You can never make everybody happy. So you just should worry about making yourself happy. And that's absolutely what she's doing. That's absolutely what you're doing. Period. We love it. Okay. Now I'm done. But definitely in your queen bee energy, where she's someone who's like very much a Virgo, who I feel like cared a lot of people have to say about her. Now she does not care anymore. She's just living her life, with being free. So we have luck, industriousness, sweet victory. And industriousness is giving, like I said, you're now charging for your services, and you're getting rid of that anxiety of maybe nobody's going to care. Maybe I'll never find my community. No, by being in this energy, you're going to find your community, period. Boom. Now, we have the queen, which is woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendship. And I think it's your group that I was like, you're pregnant with possibilities. That's this. Fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendships. And that's that community coming through again. Okay, you're finding your community by being in your highest vibration right now. By believing in yourself, you may find other healers to work with, you know what I mean? Or people are more attracted to you because you're more confident in yourself. And people, one thing about people, the one who's the most confident, whether they know what they're doing, fake it till you make it. The people who are faking it, whether they truly believe in themselves or not, are the ones that people are following behind. So you might as well get on the bandwagon. Why not? Whether you truly believe it or not, fake it till you make it. Okay. Now, can I get more about the energy my group twos are in? You're definitely in that fiery Queen of Wands, attracting a lot of things to you because you finally found your power and you're speaking your truth as well. So you could definitely be someone who's no longer watching what they say or walking on eggshells. You're just doing you. I'm here and doing you, boo. And then here we have knowledge, healing coming through again. And then we have the stag, pride, and leadership. We should have known better. Some horses can never be tamed. So you could have been someone who was trying to tame yourself or not be in the spotlight. Or like I said, people are always telling you, oh my gosh, you're so this and you're so that and da 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 da. And you didn't want it to big up your head, because once you start doing that, people start trying to drag you down like, oh, who told you were this and that? You, yesterday. You told me I was cute and now I'm acting cute. Oh, you think you all that, huh? And I'm like, but didn't you tell me that yesterday? So it's okay when you say, but when I try to embody that feminine empress energy of being in my biggest supporter, being in my attractive kind of energy, now you're mad. That's the vibe you're coming off as. You don't give a flying fluke anymore. You're stepping into that pride, that leadership, and that is definitely going to lead to your value. Like I said, fake it till you make it. You're going to find a community that is, riding for you. Okay, your money or your financial stability lies in you having pride in yourself, that Queen of Wands if you're a feminine, King of Wands if you're a masculine, and leading the charge. Okay, you could be someone who always wants to follow or wait for someone else to do it first. No, you have all these freaking ideas. Be the first one to do it. Okay, be the innovator. Stop playing the visionary. Exactly. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. Like, stop playing. Anyway, yeah, the knowledge healing. You have the knowledge, you have the healing, and you have the pride and the leadership. So you're someone who cares for others. And in that caring, you like to lead people to, I'm hearing, salvation, to healing, to finding that knowledge you found. So there could be a blueprint that you followed that you can make into a business plan. And that is you stepping into that leadership energy to help others heal. And we have 17, which is star energy. Just a lot about you being the center of attention right now. Everybody's checking for you. Everybody's looking for you kind of vibe. You're the sun. You're the stars. Like, what are you telling me? Nothing. And no, the moon ain't come out because you're not hidden anymore. You're not hiding yourself. Like the song said it, you should have known better. Some horses can never be tamed. You're a horse that can't be tamed, and it's time for you to stop taming yourself, and you stop doing that. And now look at all the good that's coming your way. Now that you stop doing that. And that's what they love about me. So I want one more card from this deck before I get into the tarot. What is the energy you're giving off right now? Someone who's sure of themselves. We love it. And we have woman holding a heart. This is the exact flipping card that came out in group 1. So like I said, there's something here about you being attached to group 1. You could be that woman holding the heart. So if you want to know more about your person and their energy right now, go watch group 1. That's your group. I'm just saying it right now. That's your group. What your person's going through, this person who you're holding feelings for, because like this coming out means that this, and I did say that this represented somebody else in their group, and this is you're coming through. So yeah, group 1 is your person's energy. So if you want to be a little nosy and get into the little bit of peep to what they're doing, if you're not in contact, I'm giving y'all clues here, I'm giving y'all tea. Okay, if you're wondering the kind of energy or vibe your person is in, it's group 1. That's them, and I'm gonna sit beside it. And you're going to sit beside them. It's the vibe that I'm getting here. So there's somebody you're having feelings for. You're coming through with someone who is in love or who's opening their heart up to love, whether it may be with that person you were holding feelings for. It could just be somebody new, or it could just be you opening up your energy field. Who knows, And then at the freaking bottom of the deck, we have man holding a heart. Y'all gonna stop playing in my face right now. Y'all gonna just stop doing it. Okay? Stop it. We have man holding a heart at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like group 1 is that person, because they did come through with someone who is trying to become their better self before they came in. So that could be your person, whether it's somebody from the past or not. Somebody right now is dealing with group 1s, what they're dealing with, and the vibe they're coming off as right now. And this is you. It's like you're attracting love by being in this energy right now. You're coming through as someone who's very desirable, and by you being that confident person, you're attracting this person back to you, or you're attracting somebody new. And I'm hearing, so I fall in love just a little bit every day with someone new. And this energy here is chariot energy with the community. So you're the figurehead to your community. People lead. It's like giving influencer kind of vibes. You have people who are going to stick beside you, ride for you. Like I said, I'm hearing we ride at dawn. Okay, so they're riding for you. And this is all because you dealt with the anxiety in your mind. You're definitely someone who thinks too much, or you don't believe in yourself enough. And now you're finally embodying the energy of believing in yourself, and you don't care whether it ruffles a few feathers or not, because that confidence you have is worth more than gold. The pride you found in yourself is worth more than gold, you know? Anyway, we love this. We love this. Stop playing. Like, stop it. How are you showing up the collective right now is someone who is full of love and full of light, and you're attracting a man who is full of love or attracted to your light, you know? Someone who is stable, someone who can give you your heart, someone who's available, okay? Boom. Now we're going to get into the last messages. How are my group two showing up in the collective right now? Okay. And one card wanted to stay there. It didn't come up with me. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, starting a new business venture is what's coming through. Four of Pentacles, learning how to save and trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. I'm hearing investing in yourself. That is coming through. We have the Chariot, which I did mention up here a few seconds ago. So you're definitely going after the goal. You're determined. Okay, you're focused. You're going to get what you want. That's the kind of energy you're in right now. Someone who's definitely going to get what they want. Black Newman, overcoming the darkness, the void. Because this card is very significant to only this deck. And I read White Newman yesterday because it came out in a group, and now I'm seeing Black Newman, which is definitely, getting out of the void. And I'm hearing In the Void by Melanie Martinez is coming through. I'm trying to see if the song lyrics were actually coming through. We have Temperance. I just heard a word and then it left. Alchemy is what I wanted to hear. You're finding the perfect formula to figure out what you want to do. Maybe you're finding the perfect schedule, or you're finding the perfect formula to get what you want. And I'm getting called to YouTube, finding the right length of videos that work for you, finding the right thumbnails, finding the right niche, what people flock to your channel for. You're just alchemizing, trying a bunch of different things, and that's that energy being pregnant with new possibilities coming through as well. You're finding what works for you, and you're having fun doing it. Okay, third eye chakra. I feel like when you find the perfect formula, your third eye's gonna be like, yep, that's it, that'll do it. And then you're gonna know how to invest in yourself even better. So right now you're coming through with someone who's investing in yourself. Like I said, going after your dreams, following your goals, kind of vibe. You're learning, achieving. Black Newman, you're coming out of maybe a little bit of a tower moment or a shadow phase or growth. Because shadow phase doesn't always have to be negative. It's just like you were going through a hard time and you're coming on the other side of that hard time now. You were in the void working on yourself, trying to get out of the dark and shine some light on them, shine a light on them. And now you're doing that right now. What energy is this? We have Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Knight of Swords, how you're coming through. Someone who's like speaking up for themselves, someone who's being very impulsive, doing what they want. And like I said, not really caring what anybody has to say about it, okay? Because the Knight of Swords, like, very much, come see me if you have something to say about me. Like, watch me slice. Let me not get violent, but I have some things to say. I'm not going to hold back, kind of vibe. If you have something to say it to my face. I'm no longer scared about what anybody has to say about me, that kind of thing. So standing up for yourself is coming through as well. We also have the Queen of Swords. Like I said, that is that vibe that I was just talking about. Like, if you have something to say about me, say it to my face. Okay? Yeah, Seven of Wands, and this literally came through in group 2. So for some of you, what I'm hearing is there's a battle of wills going on between you and this person. I feel like this person who holds your heart and who heart you hold, you guys are in a battle of wills to see who's going to break first. That's what I'm hearing as well. So maybe you want this person to reach out first, they want you to reach out first, and right now you're at a standstill trying to see who's going to reach out first. The energy you're in right now, I don't know, it looks like you may win because we have the Chariot card coming through here, and we have both of them coming out in this group here. So it's kind of like this person's going to come to you because you see how you came out first if you're a feminine energy, which you most likely are, and how they came out next chasing behind you because you're in this energy of, oh, I can get whatever I want. I'm in this powerful standing in my firm truth and power energy. They don't come to you is what I'm hearing. And then we have Ace of Swords, which is giving communication. So you have a lot of people who are talking about you, who want to talk to you, okay? And this battle of wills is also giving me a battle of wills against yourself. you're fighting yourself, that inner voice, that inner critic, okay? Because Virgo energy is coming through strong here for whatever reason. Since I mentioned Beyonce, I kind of feel like your inner critic is loud. You know, the force is strong on this one. That inner critic is very strong in you, and you have to constantly fight against the void, or feeling like you're what is it called, what's that word, impersonator syndrome. Like you're constantly impersonating someone who knows it all, or who knows how to help people, and you're not, because you actually do, because you kind of went through it, or you just know things with that third eye chakra coming through strong here. You know how to alchemize and help everybody else. You know, what is it called, stabilize their life kind of vibe. Find that moderation, find what works for them, you know, not put in too much or put in too little. And look at how her crown chakra is illuminated here. So crown chakra energy and third eye chakra energy coming through. And then here she has a moon on her head, knowing it all. You know, it's following a business plan, coming up with a business plan. And I love how we have the Temperance card first. It's like you're alchemizing, you're finding what works for you, then moving forward in that business model is what I'm hearing. So definitely you're becoming more business savvy. The Ace of Swords, you're talking more, communicating more, speaking your truth more, speaking, helping others find their truth as well, and it's leading to people talking about you. Like you're on the lips of a lot of people. Like people are like, and I don't think it's bad things, but it could be. Like I said, once you find your power and start believing in yourself, everybody gets mad because now you're confident in yourself, and they like when you're not confident. It's kind of like the whole saying of, oh, friends love you when you guys are on the same level, but as soon as you kind of elevate or surpass them, now it's beef. Like, oh yeah, I want the best for my friend. When you're doing better than them, when they start doing better than you, now it's a problem. You know, that could be the thing going on here. You weren't doing so hot before, and now you're doing great, and you could have some people yapping, you know. Anyway, that's all that I have for you guys, though. I'm gonna stop talking, but something about you finally realizing your truth, finding your power with that crown chakra energy coming through a lot, as well as third eye chakra energy. And it's all just a matter of being confident in yourself and what you can provide the collective, which is essentially a lot, as we saw in the spread in this group. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. It's my email in the description box below. And also, like I said in the beginning, I have a Patreon now. Not many videos or any at all, honestly. But I will be posting on there more often if anybody wants to go join. And then I also have a membership tab on my channel that allows you to view exclusive content if you're interested in that as well. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the green marker or chose the energy of this card of this group, you chose the number 3, however you chose your reading today, you're in the right place. Thank you for joining me here. This reading is going to be about how are you showing up in the collective right now? How are people viewing you? And your vibe right now, essentially, just what you're giving off. Before we get into that, though, I just recently launched a Patreon. If anybody's interested, there's no videos there, but there will be. It's definitely probably going to be like a more so maybe 18 plus aspect of it. I don't really know what I'm going to do right now, but just let me know if you have any ideas of what you want to see on Patreon, and I will definitely do that for you guys. Because I feel like over there you're able to have it like, oh, I'm going to have like, I also have a membership tab here on this channel on YouTube in case people don't use on Patreon. But there's a video up there currently right now. It's a very 18 plus video, which is a addition or an extended to a video that I did yesterday, which is how is your person viewing you? How do they see you? Their first impression, all that. And then we had an extended, which is more 18 plus. What about you makes them weak in the knees, tongue tied, you know, fall under your spell kind of vibe, 18 plus version. And that is on my membership channel or tab right now for anyone who's interested. But without further ado, just putting that out there. Also, if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, the Divine Family. Love to have you. I always wait to the end of the reading to say that, and then most people aren't watching to the end, so I'm going to start saying it at the beginning if I remember. Anyway, now, into the reading. Heart chakra. You're coming through as someone who's very emotionally stable. Maybe you're someone who's in love, I'm hearing, or someone who's very lovey-dovey, someone who's very flirtatious, someone who is looking to be in a relationship. It's definitely the vibe that's coming through for you guys. How are you being viewed? As the perfect morsel. What I just heard. But it's like the perfect partner, you know? I'm seeing the card in the Wisdom of Avalon deck that says partnerships. So you're definitely someone who's looking to settle down right now, and that's the energy you're actively, you know, you're actively portraying or coming off as, essentially. The word is not coming. That's the energy you are definitely putting on to the world. You're putting out there, you know. You're embodying. Yeah, anyway. So green is also giving me money. So you could be someone who's very financially secure right now. And that's what you're coming off as, someone who's like very rich, you know, in their bag kind of vibes, you know. Someone who's also very earthy and just stable. It's like giving very big King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles vibe, depending on if you're feminine or masculine, it doesn't really matter. But like someone who has their life together. Like I said, now you're just waiting to settle down after that, you know. So what card did you guys get? We have expand your consciousness. You could also be someone who's working on your heart chakra, like I said, trying to be more conscientious about how you show up when it comes to your relationships or love, if you are looking for love, because you have to understand your triggers, what kind of person you're looking for, kind of thing. So I do feel like it's like more so not extremely love based, but you're definitely working on that part of yourself. You're working on your heart chakra. But with expand your consciousness, you're definitely someone who is further spiritual awakening. You're already awakened, but we're always constantly going through upgrades. You're going through an upgrade. How are my group 3 showing up in the collective right now? You're going through an upgrade. We have new beginnings. We love it. I've never gotten this card. She's beautiful. New beginnings. We have Persephone. No wonder what's his name wanted her, because she's mad pretty. You could be coming through or someone who's very pretty right now. Hey, that's too much. How are my group 3 showing up in the collective right now? Thank you. We have Nematona, safe space. Yeah, you're trying to find your safe space. You're trying to build a home, build a family, find your sanctuary, honestly. And that may mean going through another upgrade is what I'm hearing. So yeah, work on your heart space. And I love how we have the earthy vibe here, and that's what I'm getting with that. Like someone who's very much in nature all the time. You could be someone who's always like outside or sitting under a tree. Like you're giving me I heard country bumpkin, but that's not what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, what is it called, like tree hugger people, you know. Boho chic. I'm hearing cottagecore. You like to be in nature. What else am I hearing? Yeah, like what is it called? Hippie. That's what I was saying. Someone who's like very much of earth, of nature kind of thing, you know. Very conscientious of the world. You could be trying to help others expand their consciousness and treat earth better, you know, like climate control. I'm hearing, what is it? I heard big pharma, but that's not what I was trying to get at. I heard that as well. What is it? Sustainable. That's what it is, but it's also clothing. Like you're trying to, maybe you're against big pharma, you're against fast fashion kind of vibe. You're definitely someone who's trying to help people work with what they already have. The earth already gave us what we needed. We don't need any more. It's giving freaking Orlando. What's it? Is it Brown? You know what I mean, Orlando Eddie from That's a Raven. We're paying for water, grapes. It's like God, the things God gave us for free. Like you have us out here paying for this, and nobody's realizing that. Like right now, you're definitely someone who's advocating and trying to get people to understand what is going on right now. You know, take the wool over their eyes. You know, pierce the veil. You know, some of you like that band, Pierce the Veil. Like you're definitely telling people what we have is enough. Like if we don't stop now, nothing's gonna be enough anymore. You know, sustain what we have. Like that's what I'm getting. Honestly, I'm not that well versed in those things, which is why I'm struggling to come up with things. But like fast fashion, big pharma, I'm hearing greenhouse gases. Like you're very much for that. You know, for Earth, an advocate for her, I appreciate you. Teach me your ways, okay? Like flower child, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like peaceful, I'm hearing pacifist as well. So you could be someone who doesn't believe in fighting or violence. And something about animals as well. That's what I was trying to get, but I can't get all of them at the same time. There's like so many levels to that. Like some people are for the fast fashion, some people are for the big pharma, some people are for greenhouse gases, some people are to stop killing cows and be more plant-based kind of. I don't know what it's called. I'm hearing deforestation as well. Like you're that person. Yeah, good for you. Because there's people like me who just not completely clueless, but just not as good at it as other people are. I'm also hearing something about Persephone, how she lives half of the year in the underworld and the other half not in the underworld. There could be something here about that. You could be transiting out of her, because yeah, when spring comes, she is coming out of the underworld. So you could be someone, like I said, is experiencing those new beginnings because spring has sprung. Okay, and maybe before you were very much, like I said, a very shadowy upgrade with the winter months. You know, it's giving, what do they call it, seasonal depression. Who is that? Yeah, so something about, like I said, you were, what do they call it? Seasonal depressions. I think that's where I left off on one, where it's like when it's winter, she's stuck in the underworld, you know, doing maybe like a lot of intense shadow work, and then when spring comes, she could finally be back with her family. The whole Persephone and look at me, we have storm warning. Why did it fly out like that? But I'm gonna leave it in reverse. I heard leave it in reverse. So yeah, there's something about a storm that's settling, and now you're trying to overcome that storm. So yeah, something happened to y'all. Okay, and that's how you're coming off to the collective. Like you're avoiding a storm, or yeah, like, and storm warning is definitely what is going on in the world right now. There's like a lot more storms, climate change, global warming kind of vibe and stuff. Look, a big thing coming through in this reading. So you could be someone who's trying to avoid this storm and telling people about it by bringing awareness to it. Oh, we have deceit. Hey, hold up. Are you coming through with someone who's deceitful? Or you're easily deceived? This is not cute. Maybe you're moving on from that. Maybe somebody was deceiving you. Then we have the world and they want to come out in reverse. So you're coming through as someone who's not seeing the bigger picture, who is avoiding a storm, or who could be avoiding expanding their consciousness here. Because the world is, you're on the outside looking in. And look at how half the world is dark and half of it is lit up. It's something here like you're standing on the precipice of like great change, but you're avoiding it. So you know that something needs to change in your life, but you're not wanting to change it. You know, it's kind of giving me, you know how that boat to the underworld with that guy is always can you, that guy is always accepting, like, I'm hearing drachmas. That's, I only know that because of Percy Jackson, where the person who leads to the underworld is accepting it and takes you there. And it's also giving there, that was also like a important part in Legacies, that moved that show on CW for a minute, which was the like spin-off to the originals and Vampire Diaries kind of vibe. There was an episode where they were trying so hard to get to, but instead of it being the underworld, it was a promised land essentially. That's not what they were calling it, but that's essentially what it meant in the show, that this person at the dock was accepting things to take them to the underworld, the peaceful afterlife, and everyone was trying to get there, but nothing that they were giving the keeper of the boat was working for them. You know, it had to be something of value kind of vibe, or it was only a drachma that would take, that would allow him to take you across the river into the promised land kind of vibe. But with that coming out in reverse here, it's like you are not wanting to move on or expand your consciousness. You're coming through as someone who's like maybe a little stuck. Or you're helping people who are stuck. Maybe you represent this person at the precipice of people's lives. You're the person who's helping them move on, or you're the person who is expanding their consciousness kind of vibe. Yeah, you're a safe space for others, and you help them facilitate new beginnings and help them expand their consciousness. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the goddess of the moon. So yeah, all-knowing kind of vibe here for you guys. That's what you're coming through as. The teacher. I'm hearing the song that I'm hearing for you guys. You're a wise, wise woman, woman of the something, and mother to everyone. That's a song by Jason Mraz. Please go listen to it. It's such a good song. He's basically describing the woman he's with as just being someone who's like so inherently magical and beautiful. And how she's a wise woman, she's a mother to everyone, she's daughter to the trees, something to the sun, like just like a very spiritual led or driven song, because it's someone who's like of earth, this person here, the wise woman, the expander of consciousness. That's your coming through as right now. You're here on a mission, you have a mission here, and you're not stopping until you win it. You're trying to prevent a storm. And like I said, you're on the outside looking in, like meaning that you have already elevated to the point where you need to be, your highest state, you know, and you're trying to help others catch up. which is why you're like someone who's watching the world go to ruins. You know, it's already halfway there, and the more, like I said, that vibe, yeah, we're already halfway there. And the more we keep neglecting the earth, the further we're gonna go. You know, wow. So you're just on the outside watching all this happen, trying to stop it. It's like we only got 4 minutes to save the world. That song is coming through, with Madonna and Justin Timberlake. It's like you only got 4 minutes to save the world, and it's like the time is running out, which is why the storm is approaching and you're trying to stop it. This is like giving world-ending freaking storm. Tornadoes, lightning, rain, like end of the world type stuff. Okay, what else is there? 5 coming through. We have the water fairy, feelings and emotions, with someone who's very much in their feelings. You could be in the dark night of the soul, honestly. Or like I said, you were there and now you're overcoming that. Partnership? What the heck? Bruh. Bruh. Y'all gonna stop playing. Because did I not say that in the beginning of the reading? I was seeing the partnership card from this Wisdom of Avalon deck. Y'all gonna stop playing. Like, stop it. So yeah, you're looking to maybe settle down as well. You're looking to come to a... You're looking to be satisfied is what I'm hearing. The Hamilton whole thing, you'll never be satisfied. You want to settle down, you want to be satisfied, but it may seem like nothing is ever enough. You're very much in your feelings. You're looking and craving partnership. Very interesting. Ooh, craving that new beginning. Here we have protection. What? Where did this card come out? Why? We have perception. You're trying to shift people's perception. Or this could be you trying to shift your perception, honestly. It may not be other people. It may just be you. And then we have the goblin, the wounded human ego. And then we have the world. Yeah, something here about that. I don't know. You could be coming out of that energy of being in your ego, being in your feelings, you know, having a skewed perception of the world. And you're trying to maybe rewind that or fix it or overcome it. I want one more card from this deck here. Look, we have caring connections. I know something wants to flip over. Caring connections. You're seeing the possibilities now. New doors are opening up in front of you. And then we have crown chakra. So like I said, expanded consciousness coming through again. But yeah, you're coming through as someone who is looking for their partner, their happily ever after, if you will. You could be someone who didn't want that before. You were very much focused on expanding your consciousness, and now you're moving on to the phase of wanting to be with someone, settle down. And you're seeing the possibilities. Very interesting. There's no space for those cards. I'm going to leave them. What else? You are someone who's protecting your energy, and it could be you're protecting your energy against people who are here to waste your time. You're trying to avoid the storm. So maybe that dark night of the soul could have been a breakup. You are definitely someone who has to go through that breakup phase where you're in that pain, you're feeling that pain while also overcoming that pain. And now you're ready to move on and find love again, you know? And it could have been from someone who was deceiving you. Like I said, someone who lied and cheated. Ghetto. You're coming out of this storm now. The wounded human ego, that could have been you as well, because I love how it's coming out under the seat. Like I said, you're coming through as someone who was wounded. But now you're looking for that caring connection. Maybe when things were happening, you felt like you were on the outside looking in. That world coming through again. Okay, so what? How are my group 3 showing up? Ooh, to the collective. Look, we have Ace of Pentacles. New beginning, starting over. Why did it fly over there like that? How are my group 3 showing up? Two of Swords, making decisions. Yeah, so starting over, making decisions, being more decisive, being more clear about what you want is what I'm hearing. Look, the way she's throwing away this other sword, like, nah, I don't want this one. I want this one. Like, you knowing what you want now. Starting over, but this time knowing what you want. And look at how it seems like she's walking out of the murky waters, leaving the cloudiness behind her, the confusion. Yeah. It's giving overcoming a breakup and ready to get back out there. And we have Two of Cups that say that, period. Overcoming a breakup and ready to get back out there. And then we have 2-2 coming out. So also trying to find equilibrium in yourself, believe in yourself again, that you're able to make good decisions. Because sometimes when you choose the wrong person and they end up being a crusty dusty, you start doubting yourself. Like, oh, I don't know how to choose proper people. And no, some people are just very deceitful, okay? And this person was. Anyway, we have caring connections and we have 14, which is Temperance energy. So you're trying to find a very give and take relationship where things are very balanced. Also like alchemy, you're trying to find the right formula, trying to find the right person to settle down with, like I said, being more cognizant of who you allow into your life, your circle kind of thing. That's the vibe you're giving off. Like someone who's looking to settle down and you're not putting up anybody's BS. You're throwing away the trash and you're keeping what you know what you're keeping what you know you want or what you're looking for. So yeah, we have Three of Swords. Look at that. Overcoming heartbreak, and it's coming out over the storm warning and perception. So perception clarifying the storm warning is definitely giving me your perception was skewed. You didn't see this coming. The storm like came out of nowhere, and you're by overcoming this storm, since it's in reverse, you change your perception on what you want in a relationship kind of vibe or what you want in a person. And like the heartbreak helped you heal. So yeah, like I said, some of you are coming out of hurt and you're expanding your consciousness on what you now know you want and deserve in a person. Here we have Four of Swords in reverse. You're coming out as someone who is no longer on the sidelines. You're very much in the game. You're back in the game. House Group 3 coming out to the world. I'm hearing, I'm coming out. I'm coming. So you're coming out. And we have Five of Swords. How's your vibe come? Definitely maybe someone who's like more harsh. You're not as allowing as you used to be. Like, maybe you could have been a pushover before, and now you're definitely coming out as someone who's throwing away the people who make like, it's like giving like a mental energy, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 freaking swords out of 6 cards. So like a lot of mental acuity you were building. Okay, but yeah, expand your consciousness, what you wanted in a person. You could be coming through as someone who overcame and now you're finally experiencing this relationship, or you could still be looking for it. Or for some of you, you may be already experiencing it with caring connections coming out in Two of Cups. This person like, oh my gosh, you've been through so much and we saw you go through so much and we saw you go through heartbreak and we're glad you're finally happy now. Five of Swords. Yeah, communicating more clearly, more effectively, because Five of Swords is definitely like mental turmoil, a lot of negative self-talk. Like, how could you let this person do that? How did you not know they were a snake kind of vibe? How did you not see the bigger picture? And it's kind of like now, that was when you were in the thick of it, when you were still in the tumultuous emotions. You were like, oh my gosh, how could you be deceived that way? How could you not tell? And now you're on the outside looking in, seeing, hey, this person did that and did this and this, that. It's not all my fault. You're getting out of the phase of maybe blaming yourself for something. One more card. And now you're seeing all the possibilities. Period. You're seeing all the possibilities that are out there. Seeing all the new I'm hearing, new prospects, and you're getting excited again about love. Still no. Like, I don't want to cover them. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I want the world to know that you're out of you're out of the thick of it. You're out of the bush, is what I'm hearing. And then the last card we have is a magician. Period. And you're coming through with someone who is definitely manifesting their dream life. Now that you know what you want, you're more clear. So I feel like what this card is giving me is that you were maybe settling for anything, because you wanted to be in a relationship. That could be your ultimate goal, to find love. So you were settling for anything and anyone, but it came with a lot of deceit, a lot of betrayal, a lot of heartbreak, and it was you trying to overcome that and realize what you deserve, expand your consciousness kind of vibe, Sorry, my eyes itching, child. And that is definitely confirmation for me. When anything on your body has itching during a reading, it's like, yep. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what cards for these. We have new beginnings. Yeah, you're definitely embarking on a new journey now. It could be you're becoming single, or you're now ready to find that forever partner. You're not sitting here playing with, I'm hearing, the clowns and the wanksters anymore. What is that song by Destiny's Child? You need to stop playing around with all those clowns and the wanksters. Good girls gotta get down with the gangsters. Like, not that you should be looking for a gangster, but it's like you're stopping. You're not playing around with the clowns and the wanksters anymore. You're not just looking for those whatever relationships. You're looking for the real deal now, you know? And I'm hearing, this could be the real thing if you let it. This could be the real thing if you don't mess it up by overthinking. Five of Swords energy. Bless you, what the hell? Yeah, look at all the crazy stuff going on. Yeah, that song is coming through. It could be the real thing if you let it. So you're looking for the real thing, and you're gonna find that once you stop overthinking. Once you remove yourself from the situation, look at it from the outside looking in. Because that's how we get confused sometimes. You know, we're like, oh my gosh, this person's so this and that, but your friends are like, no, we don't like him. You're like, why? Like, you know, you have your rose-colored glasses on. And it's like you're moving forward in life without those glasses on, which is that expanded consciousness. You're not going to let anyone get one over on you ever again. Yeah, we love that. Like, unnecessary hurt by just settling for any old thing. Like, oh, I want love, so I'm going to settle for this person. It's kind of like, no, we only want caring connections around these parts. Someone who is giving as good as I'm giving, okay? Someone who actually has something to provide. Someone to bring to a relationship, okay? You're done with these freaking crotch goblins. Crotch goblins. The wounded ego. You're done with people who have wounded egos, people you have to build up. You want someone who's going to protect you, someone who has their head on straight, someone who's willing to give you and has time and energy to give you. Okay, I'm done. I think that's it, though. I mean, I feel like that's about it. You're very much in your feelings and emotions and wanting to be validated and taken care of in those feelings and emotions. You want someone who's going to take care of you, a relationship that's going to build you up, okay? A relationship that allows for new beginnings, all possibilities, you know what I mean? Your crown chakra being in alignment with you and agreeing with you, saying, oh yeah, this is the person. Because there's also another thing when we're in relationships sometimes. We're like, oh, so we have those rose-colored glasses on, even though our minds are telling us red flag, red flag, red flag. Our heart is kind of overshadowing that logical thought. But here you're moving forward with logical thought, and your heart is open, so you're gonna find the person for you because you shifted your perception. Okay, that's all that I have for you guys, though. I hope this really resonated. That is how the collective is seeing you, as someone who has grown, someone who's looking for better now. I'm hearing someone who knows what they deserve, someone who's no longer allowing people to use and abuse them or settle for anything, kind of thing. So your standards have grown. They've upped. They've expanded, if you will. You now know what you deserve, and they love that for you. We love that for you, okay? Because I'm part of the collective too. I love that for you. Anyway, yeah, you're getting back your magic and finally manifesting the life that you want. Okay, manifesting the partner that you may want, kind of thing. But yeah, making better decisions, dating healthily and properly, finally getting over these breakups. You're off pause. Okay, I'm hearing you're off mute as well. Anyway, I'm done. I'll keep talking. Hope you resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe of Divine Family. Love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. Like I said, I have a Patreon if anybody's interested. I feel like it's linked. It will be, not I feel like, it will be linked in the description box below, as well as an 18 plus reading that I have in my membership tab if anybody's interested in that as well. It's about why do you make them weak in the knees, tongue tied, all that stuff, inspired by Sabrina Carpenter's songs Nonsense. So if you're interested in the 18 plus, you can go watch that. And it's also an extended for a reading that I did. How do they view you? So this is how the collective views you right now. We also have a reading about how that person views you, and that 18 plus the extended for that reading. But that's all the tea. That's all the information. I said everything I needed to say. I'll definitely be seeing you guys in the next reading. Bye.